This is Twit.
Jaime, we're so excited to have you on because we have a packed show, right, Flo? We've got so much hardware to talk about this episode. We got a bunch of awesome other stuff going on in the Android world, but let's dive right into it because Jaime, we don't have you for the whole time. People got their hands on the Samsung Galaxy Fold, and you were one of them, correct?
You mean this one?
Oh, he has it.
Oh,
He has it in person. Oh, they let you go home with one.
Oh, yeah.
Well, tell us about the whole experience because that was a bit of a surprise, right?
So honestly, we were summoned to, a private event. We assumed, like all of us, none of us were prepared to leave with the product. I mean, we kind of heard that there were limited supplies and everything. And no, I mean, they gave us the full time to play with the device. They gave us their preview and everything to expect about it. And then when we were on our way out, they're like, yeah, and here's your package. And I'm like, oh, wait a second. You just had me for 45 minutes inside, filming my hands on and everything. And now you tell me I can leave with one? I would have left 45 minutes ago.
So you were sweating bullets, trying to get all the B-roll that you could without realizing that they would give you one so you can take nicer B-roll.
You know how we work. Like, if I would have known, I would have just jumped out of there and gone to our office to film.
Right.
But they had some experiences with the whole idea of augmenting the fact that you have this product, particularly the unboxing experience. They had these like special boxes. We actually teased that on our Instagram. And the experience has been interesting. I've been using it for 24 hours. The reason I need to go is because I'm working on my 24 hours video to tell, everybody about it. Because setting up this phone is like different. It's unique. It's not it's like a Galaxy S10 Plus, but then it's not because there are things that are completely different. And it's understandable. For Samsung, this is a new form factor. That's the whole idea.
Oh, I'm sure Ron has a lot of questions. Ron, should we roll the bumper first, and then we can get into...
we dove right in. We went off script. Let's make this official and go into hardware.
Let's do it officially.
Do it. Do it.
Gotta get that nice music in. Okay, now it is time.
Now it's for real. So Galaxy Fold, right out of the box, you said you got a great unboxing experience. My first question is, what does the Fold feel like? Do you feel it creaking? Does it click? Does it crack? Does it what does it feel like?
So, listen to this. How does this sound? This is the coolest thing. The sound that the magnets make. The magnets are crazy strong. Like if I could do I have an Apple Pencil here? Like it'll literally cling on to anything. It's very, very strong.
Oh, wow.
Another use for your Samsung Galaxy Fold.
So now what does it sound like when you fold it out? Like does it when it opens out?
It doesn't sound like anything. There are no audio, no audio cues that you've extended it. The feel is interesting. It's literally like do you have a Galaxy S10 with you? It's like stacking two together.
Wow.
Okay. So
it's stacking two together. And so that's good and that's bad. That's not necessarily my cue for a best experience because it's not a pocketable device. So, for example, what you get in the box, you get a pair of Galaxy Buds. You get this interesting case made of Kevlar. And it's actually two pieces in one.
Oh, wow.
Because you have to snap it on. And so here's the thing. Because and what else do you get? You get, your typical wiring, USB-A adapter, OTG. That's what you get in the box. But, probably the most interesting part is, again, it's because it's so thick. This, I've been trying to fit it on my jean pockets all day. No.
Really?
Unless you're using baggy jeans or something like that, this is not a comfortable phone in your pocket.
Yeah,
it's
baggy
not.
jeans aren't in anymore, so it's going to hurt a lot of people.
Exactly. So if you remember those ads, or probably I'm too old, but the ads of the Razor where it could fit into really skinny jeans. Okay, this is not the phone. Not the phone at all. Again, grab two phones, two Galaxy S10s, and stack them together. That's how this phone feels. It is thick. And it's not just thick, but also, there's a clip where I show the specifications in the video. You notice that there's a separation in between.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It looks like two phones held together by a
hinge. And sure, there's a lot of beautiful technology here and everything. But, going back to the feel, probably for me, the most interesting part is it doesn't. It's like if Samsung doesn't want it to feel like a phone, it's like, listen, whatever we've been doing for the past decade of flat slabs and everything, this is something different. And so it's got its pros and its cons. It's got the pros that it's like really good for one-handed use because of the small display up front. It's very, very easy to manipulate. The problem is that the screen is like, it's like an external screen for an old flip phone. You won't be able to do much with it.
That was my question. What do you find yourself doing with the front screen? Yeah.
Okay, so once I figured out a couple of things. So like one of the things that I'm writing on my script right now for my video is like the first thing is the launchers are different. So whatever you see in the external screen is not what you'll see in the internal.
Oh my gosh, that is a throwback.
Yeah. It's a completely different thing. And so you won't complain about the quality of either displays. Both displays are gorgeous and everything. It's just the external one doesn't necessarily work with the internal one. And so however you have your folders set on the inner screens is not how it works on the outside. You're going to have to set your folders up again. A separate. So that's not a good experience. And then like the only thing that's like mirrored is like if you select that you want the app tray on the front display, it'll bring you the app tray on the back display, but then your folders are all gone and you have to start over. So that is it's like that level of disparity is probably one of the things that at first had me a little off. And then I just took the time to build my folders, and that was it. Because like folders, like if you notice, all you can fit are 3 icons at the front. That's about it. And then I had to like widgets are like extremely small.
Yeah.
Like this is not a usable screen.
That looks like really small text. That doesn't look comfortable to read.
Exactly. It is not. And then you've got cases like, for example, it's designed for you to interact with the product, like if you're on a rush. But then the Samsung keyboard, because I'm multilingual and you're multilingual too.
Yeah, I completely.
I switched the Samsung keyboard off because I'm multilingual, and so I drift more to SwiftKey because of that functionality, in addition to the swipe flow sort of design that SwiftKey has, which is crazy. It's really practical for the outer display. That, swiping on that keyboard is the best thing you can do. But then the problem is that because this thing is so wide, on the inside, you have to use the keyboard split. But then if you split it on the inside, one thing that does mirror is that it'll split the keyboard on the outside. And so that's just like, what? That's one thing that I wish I had an option to like have one keyboard for the outside, one keyboard for the inside, but that actually does mirror. So it's weird.